this the world will come down to? A world where we have to take injections to enter anywhere? Does that even make sense? Does that even make sense? Human rights violation. No one is better than another person. No one is better than another person. So why do people have to tell you what to do? They can't tell you what to do. This is something that we have to take a stand to live the life that we believe we should live. Nobody else can tell us how to live our life. No one can tell us how to live our life. We have the right to live exactly how we imagine, how we would like to live for our best interest and our health. No one can tell me what they should put in my body, because that's just not right. It's not right at all. This is the time. This is the time to make your move. This is the time to do what you think is what you have to do. This is the time to take the steps that you need to fulfill your best life. This is the time. You don't need somebody else's permission to do that. All you need is your own permission. We have the power inside us. We are divine beings. We are made out of stardust. We are energy in motion. Time. It's time. It's time. Something inside me tells me that cats represent children that you could have had. They represent spirits that come into your life to teach you something. Teach you something about love, and teach you something about being confident. Teaching you something about living life like today's the best day or the only day that you have to make the best of it. And don't just give up on things. Know that anything is possible. Anything is possible. So far, my cat has taught me a lot. And I know it's time. It's time for me to make the changes that I know that will propel me into the right place where I intend to be. It's all okay. Everything's working out. It definitely is. I know that this has been a journey of ups and downs and distractions and, doing your best to deal with the situations that life throws at you. I can't say it's always easy, but I know that I'm doing my very best right now. And I just feel like I'm just getting so much awareness about many different things. I trust that everything's going to work out. I really do. And you should too in your life. People are going to want to use you for their game. Wait a second here. People are going to want to use you for their game. Don't let them do that. Don't stay in a situation that is harming you. I know it's easier said than done because some situations are really, really done in a way that is like a bind, it's like a bind, and they want to keep you in that freaking bind, but you have to figure out the moves that you have to take. You have to figure them out. People, I'm not gonna make this sound easy, okay? I'm I don't know how else to say this, but people like to use people for things. And you have to be the one to set the boundaries, because by them using you, they're hurting you. They're slowing you down just so that they could live the dream life. But, by them doing that, they're killing you so that they could live. Every single time somebody uses you, they're killing you. They're killing you because they didn't have to use you. They didn't have to use you, but they did. And they did it with bad intentions. Intentions that was just to make them live the dream today. But while you are suffering, not living the dream. Like every single day and time that passes by and you're not living the dream, you're actually dead. You're like a ghost living on this surface of the planet. And that's not how you should be living. You really shouldn't. You should be in the sunlight. You should live your best life. There's not just one way to do things. There's many ways to do things. You don't have to steal. You don't have to lie. You don't have to. There's many things you don't have to do. You don't have to take the bad path in order to get something. But sometimes there are things that people do. They shield information from us so that we can't know certain things, and so that they can have the upper hand to be able to use us. And you have to become so aware that nobody can ever use you again. Because like I said, every time somebody uses you, they're killing you. They're not allowing you to live life in this moment. they're taking something from you so that they could live, while you have something that's lost. Does that even sound right to you? Them taking stuff from you? If somebody takes something from you, then you have the right to do what you have to do to make life better. But like I said, the best way to do anything is to pick the path that isn't going to create more problems, okay? Pick the path that's not going to create more problems. Pick the path that is not going to just hurt the person that did something to you, because in a way they may not have known better, because they thought that was the only path that they could take, and they saw you like a piece of, they saw you like a money tree. They saw that they could pick things from you, and they don't even realize that by them doing that, they're actually going to hurt themselves in the long run. And the reason why is because every single thing you do has an effect. Every single thing. So if you want to create an effect, make sure that it's something that heals, something that changes the course in the right direction, something that makes people realize their wrongs, and so that they could change it. Because this life, you don't want to pass on and be like, damn, I really hurt these people, or like, like die with guilt, or that you hurt somebody, that you like, and because does that sound right? Somebody using somebody, hurting somebody, making that person go through so much pain. And it's like, that person doesn't really know that much. That person doesn't really, like, the longer someone stays in a situation like that, it's because they don't know certain things that can help them out of the situation. But, the main thing is to follow your heart, because your heart is what guides you. The heart. You can't go wrong by following your heart, because that will help to fulfill your life. So you have to, like, no longer take the BS. You know what I mean? No longer take the BS. The BS is, those are distractions. Every time there's a distraction and BS, they're slowing you down. And every time they slow you down, you're literally freaking dead, basically. You're not living, every single time. Because who knows if, yes, you may be in the flesh, right? But if you're not exactly experiencing life the way that you really would like, then how are you, how are you experiencing that, like, you're experiencing the dark side, the side that is not even, it's time. It's time. I'm telling you, it's time. It's time. No more games. No more games. People just have no idea, you know? They have no idea. They don't know what you're doing. So the the fact that they don't know what you're doing is what makes them judgmental. You know? Because if they don't know what you're doing, they think that on the outside you may not really appear like you're doing anything to progress. But on the inside, you know you're doing everything in your power to progress. You're doing everything. You're learning, you're researching, you're trying to understand the processes that you have to take in order to do certain things. Like, people on the outside, like, people do not know how much progress you've made. They may judge you just because they see you in a certain place or a certain position, but they have no idea the hard work you've been putting in every single day. Every single day. They have no idea. So they're looking at you like you're just bullshitting, but really, in all honesty, that's not even the case. That's not even the case. Like, what if I could be researching and trying to get something done, but then there's these distractions all the time. People trying to talk to me. People trying to make me do things. People trying, like, why? Why? And every single time they do that, they take me away from where I have to be for myself and put me in where they are. And that's not really a good thing, you see? It's not a good thing, because every single time they do that, they're literally delaying everything I could be accomplishing at this moment. But then again, it's like every single situation is a lesson or a learning experience. And when we're ready, we are going to make those moves because we're ready. Because we know we've had enough. And this is what you just have to realize. Don't be so hard on yourself, but just know that there is no time to waste. There is no time to waste. Time is ticking. Time is freaking ticking, okay? And just know that in this moment you could change your life. And in this moment, you have every right to change your life. Nobody could tell you what to do. Nobody could tell you how to live. Yes, they may have rules and things like that, but don't let those rules stop you from living your dream. Because those rules, they could be set up just to fuck you over, pardon my speech, just so that they could feel good about what they're, about them being at a higher level than you. They give you these rules to follow. They give you these rules to follow, and those rules, right? They're just there to hurt you. They're there to hurt you. They're there to probably just so that they can laugh behind the scenes at how much you're failing, how much time you're wasting. Like, think about it. These people, they could be very sinister, in the background, they're just like looking at you. They're very sadistic people. You can't really let these people take advantage of you anymore. You just can't. This is your life that's at stake because they're doing that. And this is not, it ain't no joke. It's not a joke. By them doing that to you, they're harming your future. They're harming the generations ahead of us. They're actually doing genocide. It's genocide, man. It's genocide. Think about it. Every single time that they do certain things, you gotta ask yourself, why? Why? And the more deeper you look into it, you'll realize the type of person these people are. And that's just something and sometimes it's not even that deep, really. It's just that they're also under the spell. They're also under rules and being controlled. And they think that they're making rules that are good for the whole situation to be good. But no, you can't take away somebody's human rights. You just can't. That's just the worst of the worst you can do to somebody. That's the worst of the worst, because once you take away somebody's human rights, you're literally compromising the whole ecosystem of this planet. You're killing one person, okay? And that one person could have had special children that can advance the earth, things on this planet. So every single time they corrupt and hurt people, they're literally killing the generations ahead of us. That's something you do not want to happen, okay? This is crucial. This is crucial. It's critical, man. It's critical. And there's no more games here. There's no more games. This is your children's life at stake. Your grandchildren's lives. Every single time they delay you from living your authentic life, your divine life, they're creating problems, and it's like, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. If they get to you first, they get to, the others. And then, it's all about getting to certain people, and when they do that, it's genocide. It's a game that they're playing, and there's no time for games. We came here for something way better than that. We can't be playing in their games. We can't be in those things, okay? We know that we have so much talent, so much abilities that are ready to be, experienced and developed even more. And this is the thing. By them keeping information away from us, that's also a way that they delayed and basically just so that they could use us for their gain while killing, And you know that that's not right. That's not right. It's not right at all. So you have to make the changes right now. There's no time to waste. There's no time to waste, okay? time is not something that you should be wasting in the first place. And this is the thing, you know, I'm always like, I try to make the best of every situation. I'm always making the best of every situation. But if, you know, like, you know, it's just like the more higher your vibration, it's like, it almost seems like it almost seems like the higher or more advanced I got, the more things are trying to come to stop and slow down my advancement, you know, like, think about it, like, and it's crazy, like, this whole thing that they've been doing, you know, the whole scheme, the pandemic, it's all just so that they can stop the flow, because they want to be the rulers of this planet, but they are not the rulers. They'll never be the rulers. Like, they have, like, they're feeling so good because they're able to control people right now. They're able to convince people that there's such thing as a virus. And, you know, if you look at the definition of virus, you'll see what the real thing is, okay? They're trying to corrupt the minds of the people, just like when a PC gets corrupted with a virus. They're literally corrupting, you know, they're trying to corrupt, you know, the minds of the people. And you know, like, that's no way to live. Think about it. That's no way to live. You know, living like on the edge, like, well, living like you're scared that somebody's gonna come and get you or do something to you, or, you know, like, you can't, you know, be free, you know, like, who are they, you know, who the heck is they, you know, like, who are they to think that they can just rule people like that? Like, they're crazy. They are crazy, okay? Like, I'm not even sure, like, yes, this almost seems like it's something that can actually inspire children and people of all ages. But like I said, part of my speech, you know, certain things that I said, it's just certain, you know, programs that have been infiltrated in my mind, you know, to cause me to say certain words. And it's like, you know, because when you're conditioned and when you're around certain energies and certain people, and you hear certain things over and over, you start to absorb that energy, you know, and it can make you say things that you don't really have to say, you know, like, you don't have to say these words and stuff, but like, you know, like, even the English language, you know, it's just spells, you know, just even saying any kind of word is like a spell, you know, and that's why when you spell a word, it's just, you know, you have to spell it. You know, so I'm saying right now, there's no time to waste. A lot of us, look, it's not a game. There's a lot of infiltration happening, and they're trying to get in your space. They are trying to get in your space so that they can corrupt you and not let you live, basically. They are sadistic, and And it's like you have to completely, you know, like just don't be scared. Don't have any fear. Know that you have the right to live life, and fulfill your dreams, and to follow your heart, and to listen to your soul, listen to your inner voice, listen to, the pull, the call, listen to all these things, because your soul is telling you something that you have to do right now, and you know that you have to do it. And there's people could be showing up, like, and it's like, it's just causing you to reflect more and more and more. And every single time you reflect, you have to make changes so that you could change what you're seeing in your reality. And so that's what's been on my mind lately. And I'm practicing communicating right now. Yes, in the train station, I was, that was like the first time I actually made a video in the train station. But, you got to start somewhere if you want to grow and evolve. And you can't let things get in the way anymore. You can't. There's no time for that, okay? Just know and trust. Trust in yourself. Trust. You have the power. You have the power inside you. You can say no. You can say, I have to work on this. I have to do this, This is your moment right now. We can't always ask other people for help because they may not even know how to help us, It's that, and especially exactly how we would like them to help us, Like if we are helped, it's usually going to be in a way that we didn't even expect, And I don't really like have too much. I don't really have too much force in receiving anything from other people like that. Like, I rather just, for me, I like being creative. I like actually like working on things myself. But I know that it does help to have to ask for help. It does help to take the moment to ask for help when you actually do need it, or when, okay, they can help you by leaving, like they could help you by giving you more time to work on stuff that you gotta work on. Like, think about it. Like, I'm the creative person. I'm the one that knows exactly how I would like things to look like, or to feel like, or to, you know what I mean? Like, nobody else knows that. Only you know. And I'm not sure what to title this, but I'll think about it.